How's it going, guys? We're doing another comparison video today. We're going to be comparing the Chef SmokePro DLX model, or Deluxe, I'm not quite sure how they pronounce it, to the Traeger Lil Tex Elite 22. I chose these two grills because they're pretty similar to one another. They're both in the medium range grills as far as size wise, so I thought it'd be a good comparison between the two. So let's get started. First thing we're going to notice is hoppers. The hoppers are the same. They're both 18-pound hoppers. There's just a little bit of different design, which functionality, it doesn't make a difference between a top, this top here and the top there. You know, they're both a little bit different there. But let's go talk about the controller here. Chef has a lot of bells and whistles to the controller, and the Traeger does not. All the Traeger has is a shutdown, a smoke, and then your temp settings and an on and off switch. Chef decided to upgrade their controller. So you got a fuse location, a bypass startup, so if you get a power outage and you want to start cooking right again, you hit the bypass. They include a little food probe as well, to monitor your meat, and you got a probe to switch between the temps of the grill and then the food. You got a shutdown as well, but you also got a feed, so if you run out of pellets and you need to feed it through the auger right away, that's what this is. You got a low smoke and a high smoke, and the difference between the two is just the settings, or I mean temperature wise. Low smoke somewhere around 170, and then the high smoke is about 220, 225. I'm not quite sure, but it's I think I'm pretty close. So, and then you got your normal here. I love the fuse location on the outside, because if you're ever troubleshooting your grill and it's not running right, they're going to ask you to check your fuse. Well, you got it located right here in the front, so it's easy access. If you need to troubleshoot it and you need to take off, look for your fuse on the Traeger, you're going to need to take off these two screws, pull everything out, pull the fuse, and see if it's good or bad. This eliminates that by keeping it in the front. Let's look around at this hopper here. The Chef has a hopper clean out for your pellets. This is pretty important if you want to change pellet flavors, or you're planning on storing it outside in the winter or whatever, and you want to take your pellets so they don't, swell up or get moisture and damage your unit. On the Traeger here, there is no hopper clean out. As you can see, I know some models of the Traeger have a little flap here and then just a screw, and then you can clean out your hopper, but this Lil Tex Elite does not. And how this works with the Chef is it's a little bit different design versus a Traeger. You're just going to grab a normal 5-gallon bucket that you get at your home improvement store. I bought this one at Lowe's. You're going to hang it right there, and then this is your little your latch here. So all it is I know you can't see, but down below there's a trap door that just kind of slides forward and backwards, and that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to lift this up, pull the lever. You can see here, you can see the little trap door down below. And I like this, the way it's designed over even the Traegers, on the ones that do have a hopper clean out, because you're going to make sure when you put your bucket on, you got to make sure it's underneath and doesn't tip or anything. This has a little hook to prevent you tipping or losing your bucket. You're making sure you're getting all your pellets in here into the hopper, so that's a really neat feature that they provide here. All right, let's move on. They both have a temp probe to stick your temperature probe or your food probe right through the grill, so you're not having to put it on through the lid. They don't have a temp probe option, so if you have an external one, they do give you a little rubber grommet. I don't like the design of this. On my Traeger Texas, I don't know if the heat or what it was, but these little flaps in here kept cracking, and I just had one giant hole all the time, even when I wasn't using it. So sometimes I put a little piece of tape there, but it really didn't matter to me. I just kind of left it. It's just annoying to see, just giant hole there. You're not going to get any cracking or anything, because this is actually aluminum or steel flap. I'm not quite sure. It's just a metal flap, so I kind of like that. Another option that the Camp Chef gives you that the Traeger doesn't: side shelf. There is no option to add a side shelf. There is no mounting. I'm sure you could drill right into this body, but why would you? Camp Chef provides theirs on their SmokePro DLX series, and I think on all their smokers actually. Gives you extra real estate to put your food down, as well as using your hopper here as well. Alright, let's look. The next major difference is the smoker body design. You're going to notice the trigger is a barrel shaped. Most smokers are this way, or they used to be this way. A lot of smokers, or a lot of companies are switching their design, and this is what I would call like a humpback design, and this is going to give you the most most cooking space inside your smoker. And the reason being is because when you have a barrel designed body, you are losing this whole corner right here of cooking space. So if you're putting chickens up and you want to put them all the way to the back, you're not going to be able to rub them up against the back or get as close to the back because you're running out of height right here, you know. When by squaring it off right here, they're giving you the maximum amount of height as possible, so you have as much room in the cooking chamber, because, you know, obviously you're going to be cooking chickens, or you want to be stacking stuff high, and you want to use as much of the real estate as possible indoors. With this, like I mentioned, since it's a rounded design, you're losing, you know, just imagine a squared off here, you're losing that much real estate inside. So the smokestacks on the side, and Camp Chef put it on the back just because of the shelf here. I contacted Camp Chef to see if it made a difference, and as far as temps or having uneven cooks because of that, and they said nope, during their testing it didn't make a difference, so they left it as that. But let's get inside the grill here. You're gonna notice, I don't know if you see on here, you're just gonna get a normal cooking grate, and you're gonna get brackets for a second shelf. When I opened this up, I was like, oh great, it comes with the second shelf, awesome. No, you have to buy the second shelf. They give you the brackets for it, but they don't provide the second shelf, so that's an additional cost, which is kind of annoying. You know, I was excited for a second shelf and didn't get one. Camp Chef provides you with the second shelf. Not only do they have a brackets, they're giving you a second shelf to maximize the space. If you have taller foods, you can easily take this shelf out and go from there. Another thing I was kind of surprised is, I don't know if you could see, there's like this is like a grate with a smokestack. On here, there isn't one. I asked Camp Chef why they did that, and they said they wanted to prevent birds or mice or anything from getting inside your smoker and creating some nests. I did see on the Traeger forums, or their Facebook fan page, that somebody did have mice inside their Traeger because it sat all winter and it was gross. So by having that there, it kind of eliminates that. Let's talk about the grate design. Camp Chef is saying that their cooking area inside is bigger than the Traeger. Let me look at my notes here. They're saying it's 429 square inches, and Traeger's coming in at 418 off their website. I don't know. To me, they're not any bigger. Let me grab this shelf out. This is a Camp Chef, and we're going to put it inside the Traeger. You're going to notice right off the bat they're the exact same size. So cooking space, they're advertising that there's more. I don't know if their calculations are wrong on the Traeger, if they're not accounting for this little inch or so on each side. I'm not quite sure. But when it comes to cooking space, the area, it's the same. But as far as height, Camp Chef's a little bit bigger just because of their barrel design, or their cooking chamber design. If we look at this is a horrible design, guys. The way this is, there's like an eighth of an inch lip from this sliding back and forth. And I'm sliding it back and forth, and look at this gap. if you're moving something, say you got jalapeno poppers or something, they're gonna fall through. But that's not even my main concern. My main concern is damaging this little probe here. That's your temperature sensor. That controls this controller. If you damage that, you're gonna have to replace it before you use your smoker again, because this is the brains. This is telling it how to operate. And when you got a lack of a inset here, look at this. You're getting that every single time. You're bound to damage that, and you're gonna replace it sooner than later. Camp Chef has a way better design. They got about a 1/4 inch lip here. So as you can see, it stays within this channel that they have. So you're not having to worry about damaging or slamming your grate inside this little probe. So, all right, let's talk about one huge feature that I think is probably the most important thing out of all these smokers. All I know is one other smoker has this feature, but it runs a little bit different. And that is the fire pot clean out. The fire pot is where all your pellets go. Let me go ahead and take out all the internals, and I'm going to show you the fire pot clean out and compare the two here. Alright guys, I took out all the internals, the drip pan, heat diffuser, and grill grate. We're going to look at the fire pots. This is what Camp Chef has going for it. I think they own the patents or the design, so you're not going to see this on any other smoker unless they license out their patent or something. I'm almost certain. I'll have to double check, but I'll update that in the comments below if you guys are wondering. But you want to clean out your hopper or your fire pot. You need to clean it out after every cook because you are going to create ash. The only way to clean out the Traeger fire pot is by removing all of this. It may not be so bad right now, but this is new and clean. Once you start getting some cooks on it, this is going to be greasy, oily, dirty. It's going to be nasty. Then you're going to have to go out. You're going to have to get some gloves because you don't want that stuff all over your hands. Then you're going to have to buy yourself a shop vac. You're going to have to plug it in, get an extension cord. Let me show you guys. You're going to just grab your shop vac, and you're going to have to vacuum this out. That's going to take you at least 10 minutes from start to finish, putting everything together. It's a nightmare. Camp Chefs, you're going to be able to keep all of this in here. The only reason I have it out is so I can show you how this works. I'm simulating ash. This is just some pellets here. This is a rod. This is essentially a trap door. If you can see the way this is, you'll kind of see the plate in here moving side to side. What it does is there is a little pot to catch all your ash. So before every cook, you'll come to the side of the Camp Chef, lift this flap up, and you're going to pull. Once you pull, you're going to see that this door, it slides. Then you're just going to grab your clean out, grab it, dump your pellets, or dump your ash. You're going to stick this back, put your cup back on, and you're ready to grill. That's how easy it is. A lot of people have a lot of issues with their smokers. The main culprit of most of the issues is people don't clean out their fire pot. Camp Chef's making it completely easy to do it. It's going to take you seconds to do versus minutes. I think this is a game changer right here, guys. This would be the reason why you would purchase a Camp Chef. You got all these bells and whistles and stuff, but this is what's going to save you time. This is what's going to get you cooking right away. There isn't, like I mentioned, there's just, you're going to have to vacuum this out. There's no way around it. So, alright, well, let me get this stuff back in and I'll get back with you. Alright guys, I went ahead and put all my internals back in. And while I was doing that, I was thinking about the square inches in the cooking area, how there were a discrepancy between the two, but yet the cooking grates were the same size. Well, I realized that the Camp Chef provides you a second shelf, and anytime a company provides you an extra shelf, they actually include that area into their measurement. So that's why there was a discrepancy between the two. So Camp Chef is coming in a little higher because of the second shelf. So, but I think we covered all the physical differences between the two. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the technical differences. First thing we're going to talk about is warranty. The Traeger comes in at a 3-year limited warranty. When I was doing my research, I didn't know what the warranty covers. So I decided to call Traeger. I have been unsuccessful so far the last 2 days. The wait time has been over 90 minutes. I think it's because they're switching locations. I don't know what's going on, but I did the callback feature and I've yet to receive a callback. And on Camp Chef's website, they are doing a 1-year warranty. So I decided to contact Camp Chef and ask them what that covered. And when I did that, they went ahead and emailed me back. So they were in the process of redoing their warranty. So it's still going to be a 1-year warranty, but in that 1-year warranty, it's going to offer, it's going to cover everything besides the paint and finish, as long as everybody uses it as directed. There's going to be no strings attached. They are going to let you purchase an additional 2-year extended warranty if you want that extra peace of mind. So and on top of that, what they're going to allow you to do is they're going to give you 1 full year to decide if you want that extended warranty or not. Most companies decide they're going to give you 30 to 60 days on whether you're going to get the warranty or not. After that window closes, you're out of luck. So I think that's kind of cool that they're giving you a 1 year to decide. So if you're 10 months into it, 11 months, and you're not having a single issue and you don't want to spend the extra money, then don't. But if you decide you want to and you want that peace of mind for an additional 2 years, then I would recommend it. But with that, they're going to actually provide all the parts and shipping costs to you. So if you have an issue with anything on here that's a manufacturer's defect that happens while you're cooking, they're going to take care of you. There's not going to be, oh, you pay for shipping, we'll give you the parts for free. There's none of that. They're gonna take care of you, which I thought was kind of neat. I've yet to figure out on the Traeger, so once I do, I'll update you guys. But alright guys, let's talk about price now. The list price for the Traeger is listed at $6.99, and it can be found at most of your major retailers. The price doesn't deviate much from the list price, so that's typically what you're going to pay for it. And the list price for the Camp Chef is listed at $6.99 as well on Camp Chef's website, which I think is campchef.com. But if you do some research, you might be able to find it on sale somewhere else, depending on the time of the year that you're looking. I did some research before making this video and was able to find it cheaper. My suggestion is for you is to shop around online and in stores to get the best price out there. So when I was doing my research, I saw that Camp Chef also makes a stainless steel version of this grill. It comes with a stainless steel lid and a stainless steel hopper lid as well. And I think it's pretty slick looking, to be honest. You know, I like the stainless steel look. It match your stainless steel smokestack cover as well there. So when doing the research, I'd price both of them out and go with whichever one you like better, you know, if you do decide to purchase the Camp Chef. One other thing that I thought was a huge selling point for me is they sell an attachment. It's called the Camp Chef SmokePro barbecue sear box, and what it is it essentially gives you a propane grill attached to this, because when you're out there smoking food, you usually have a chamber full of yummy food, and say your wife, like mine, or your kids don't like smoked food or don't want to eat ribs or chicken, and they prefer to have a hot dog. Typically you don't have any room in your smoker to throw a hot dog in there, or a burger, and you don't want to mess with the temperatures. Typically you want to heat it up at higher temperatures. So Camp Chef comes out with this barbecue sear box. So this is an all-in-one grill, so you can not only smoke, but you can also grill at the same time. This is going to come in handy when you're doing a reverse sear. You know, you're smoking your steaks and then you want to get it up and sear the steaks. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and install that and show you what it looks like. Alright, this is with the Camp Chef SmokePro barbecue sear box installed. This is what it looks like. If you decide to go with the stainless steel version, it's going to look pretty slick. I don't think it looks too bad now, but this is the barbecue sear box. So this is giving you extra real estate for those burgers or hot dogs or quick cooks. You know, if you're just cooking for a couple people and you want to make a couple burgers, there's no need to fire this thing up and wait. You know, with this, it's propane. You can easily turn it on and start cooking or doing your reverse sears like I mentioned earlier. This is an amazing feature, or an add-on that they have. So I would highly recommend this. I'm excited to put it to the test and see how I like it. So, well, I think we covered all the differences between the two. So if you guys have any questions or want to see another video of something or show something else, just leave it down in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Alright guys, thanks.